Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we got some kind of crazy news coming out of Australia and allegations of extortion. We have a big, huge milestone for Carnival Cruise Line. And yeah, we have maybe a sighting of somebody in the water offshore. First story is a huge milestone for any cruise line, and in fact, this is the first cruise line ever to hit 100 million passengers. Carnival Cruise Line has become the first cruise line to ever sail and sell 100 million cruises. It was celebrated on the Carnival Sunshine as guests were met, and Christine Duffy went down and she was taking pictures with guests who were representing everybody. They didn't say these were the 100 millionth guests, but they were representing everybody on board. The captain was there as well, and it's a huge milestone. I mean, 100 million, that's a lot of people in 51 years, and that's Carnival. But remember now, they didn't have as many ships as they have right now 51 years ago. So it is a huge, huge deal, and congratulations to Carnival Cruise Line. First cruise line ever to hit 100 million passengers. That's a lot of sailings, that's a lot of guests, and that's a lot of money. Well, congratulations to Carnival Corporation and Carnival Cruise Line for reaching that 100 million passenger milestone. That's a big number, folks, a very big number. Also now, we had a sighting off the coast of Gisborne, I think it's pronounced, and it was a passenger on a Royal Caribbean ship who thought they saw somebody floating in the water. They contacted people on the ship contacted the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard immediately sent out some helicopters to search. As of right now, they have recovered nothing. They saw no anyone floating or anything. Nobody's been reported missing. And so when nighttime came, they canceled out the helicopters and called off for the night. Obviously, if there's no guarantee that somebody is out there, and they don't think it's going to resume in the morning unless further information comes in or somebody is reported missing or something along those lines. But yeah, I often am out in the water and I will see things off in the distance and I'm going, is that a seal? Is that a whale out there? Is that this? And it's just the water itself. It can play a lot of tricks in the sun and the darkness, and it can play a lot of tricks on your eyes, where often you think you're seeing something and it's just the water, folks. It really is. So in a way, this is kind of good news that they didn't find anybody out there at all, although it is also interesting that just somebody on a cruise ship says, hey, I think I saw this, and they immediately launched into search and rescue. I think that is terrific. That's a great job by them. I have now a really interesting story that we've been reporting on out there in Australia, of all those cruise ships being canceled, especially Fiordland. But before I get to that story, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from this next story, you're gonna interesting story, to cruise vlogs, to ship reviews, to room reviews, to hotel reviews, to what's going on in the cruising industry and things that might just help make your cruise just a little bit easier and maybe even save you some money in the meantime. I hope you'll join us on the journey. We try and have a lot of fun, and yeah, it doesn't cost anything, but it really does help the channel out, and I really would appreciate it. Okay, so the police in Australia and New Zealand are now investigating allegations made by an anonymous person about extortion. That's right. They have sent in files to the police showing some of the inspections being done on the cruise ships, and are alleging that a lot of them have been falsified and an extortion has been tried to be committed. Now, right now, the investigation is in its early stages, and even on some of the cleaning companies, the people who clean the hulls and everything's website, they've even come out and said, we've heard these allegations, and if anyone has any information, please send it to us and contact the police. So what the allegations are is that somebody is trying to extort money from the line, saying that, look, your cleaning of the hull could go really well, or it could go really badly. And as you know, if you have like a cruise ship, if they have to cancel half their ports and things like that, they end up paying the passengers back an awful lot of money. So much so that it can be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars per ship. So every time a ship gets canceled, that's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars that the cruise lines can end up spending. Now imagine somebody going in and telling somebody, you know what, hey, for $10,000, I'll make sure your report is really clean, and you will have no problem going into New Zealand. Well, that can become very tempting. Now, no cruise line has come forth saying, hey, yeah, we were reached out to, and they are trying to get money from us to get a clean hit. No cruise line's done that yet, but the police have been investigating. They say, as of right now, they have found no proof in any of these documents that this person is sent into them and claiming there, but they have noticed there are irregularities once they started digging into some of the inspections. What those irregularities are, who knows, right? It's like when they say, yeah, well, we understand that they're allegations saying that they're, falsifying documents and everything. We have found some irregularities in the documents, but we don't think it's caused by this. It's becoming a bit of a concern down there, and cruise lines are very worried about this because, just because here I am, say I'm Royal Caribbean, and somebody reached out to me and said, hey, for this, for $10,000, your next cruise ship will get a clean bill of health to go into Fjordland and everything. And they say, yeah, no, sorry, we don't operate that way, go away. What's to say that the other cruise lines aren't doing that, and then your cruise ship gets dinged because you didn't pay the money, etc., right? It's a very touch and go proposition. So who'd have thought? Who'd have thought when you put companies and government and businesses all together, where a simple piece of paper can either cost you or save you hundreds of thousands of dollars, that maybe, just maybe, there might be a chance that somebody would try and take advantage of it and try and make their own purses more profitable. So I hope these are all false, but they do fix those irregularities that they're calling that they've been finding so far. And I imagine the cruise lines are paying very, very close attention to this going forward. Well, I hope you appreciate this cruise update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.